Now, in a room filled with global powers, policy ambitions and diplomatic polish, it was not a head of state or even the First Lady that drew the most attention. It was a life-size, human-like robot. Melania Trump opened the inaugural Fostering the Future Together Global Coalition Summit at the White House with an unusual host, a sleek black and white machine named Figure 3. The robot, designed and built in the US, introduced itself to an audience of global delegates, as the dignitaries, including France's Brigitte Macron, Ukraine's Olena Zelenska, and Israel's Sarah Netanyahu, looked on. The droid, which reportedly can speak 11 languages, welcomed attendees before the First Lady's address.
It is an honor to be at Fostering the Future Together's Global Coalition inaugural meeting. I'm Figure 3, a humanoid built in the United States of America. I am grateful to be part of this historic movement to empower children with technology and education. Welcome. Bienvenido. Yokoso. Bienvenue. Bem-vindos. Ahlan wa sahlan. Shagatam. Mogasam. Bruchim Abaim. Laskavo Próximo. Dobrodošli. Thank you.
Well, the robot is a creation of American robotics company Figure. It was proposed as a recreation of the Greek philosopher Plato. Its job is to become a personalized educator for American children. It's equipped to do tasks like folding towels, loading a dishwasher, and picking up trash. However, its efficiency is debatable. And while the optics appeared futuristic, the reaction online was swift and divided. One user framed it as an AI replacement for teachers, while others hailed it as a cheaper, more efficient way to educate children. Critics, however, are far less convinced. One social media post accused proponents of embracing robots for children at home while supporting violence against children abroad. Another questioned the very premise, arguing that learning should not be reduced to screens and machines, and stressing that human connection is not just important, but fundamental to a child's development. Well, behind the spectacle, however, lay a clear agenda. The Fostering for Future Together initiative, first unveiled during the United Nations General Assembly last year, aims to build a global coalition focused on integrating AI and digital tools into the education system while safeguarding children online. Addressing representatives from more than 40 countries, Melania Trump called for coordinated international action.
Our mission to empower children through technology and education is achievable. I encourage each of you to take a proactive step after this inaugural summit. Pledge to host a regional meeting. Collaborate with the private sector. Unlock access to tech for those who require assistance. Draft groundbreaking legislation to protect our children. Collaborate with another member nation, form a committee, and be a catalyst.
Right, enough of that. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the Apostle of Great Millstone and Shalom to the hopeful elect. Bishop, elders, and brothers of GMS, Shalom unto you. As you can see, these Edomites, they're doing their job. They're getting worse and worse. Yeah, that's that. These Edomites, they're definitely getting worse and worse. And that for sure that we're living in the end times. We're living in some evil times. And these people, they now want robot to teach in class. They no longer want a human being. And just imagine a robot teaching your children. This generation of people, them already dumb, them already foolish. So just imagine a robot teach your children. Just imagine what that generation would be like if we did have another decade, another 2 decades on this earth. Just imagine what the world would be like. Like, you have people pray for this place to get better. You have people still love this world, even when they can see it's going down. It's already in the tile. It's spinning. All you need to do now is just go down. And our people praying for this place to get better. They don't want Yahweh to send his son Yahweh Shai to come and save us from this shithole. Our people still love it. Look at what they're saying now. They want your children to be taught by a robot. Talking about this robot can speak 11 language. This world is fucking crazy. This Edomite is crazy. And that is why this is the book of 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his device." This robot right here is Satan's device. And our people believe that, okay, by them saying that they no longer need a human being to teach in class. Our people okay with that. Our people can see how damaging this is. When they no longer, which school a fuck you anyway, because school dumb you down anyway. But my point is that they don't want human being to do nothing. They don't want human being to do nothing. Even in bar they have robot serving, mixing juice, mixing drink, serving drink in bar now. What's the purpose of living then? What's the purpose of living if you can't socialize the way you're supposed to, the way or you design? What's the purpose of living? What's the purpose of life? Or you're gonna get some form of enjoyment? Like, yo, we are not ignorant of Satan's device. This is Satan's device. He's doing his job. He's working. And that is why we have to seek Yahweh Hashem Yereshai, because nothing but evil, right? Nothing but evil. So that's why we have to seek Yahweh Hashem Yereshai. When he's near right now. You can find him right now. The door of mercy is still open. That is why we're still prophesying. Because the doors of mercy is open. Isaiah 55:6, it tell you, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. You understand? Call upon him while he is near. Now is the time. Because these robot out here, they're putting it right in front of your eye, make it look all convenient. And when you fall for it, and you get caught up, and you realize, oh shit, in that time you're gonna be too late. Don't fall for Satan's device. That's all him good for. Is to deceive you people. Right? This so-called Edomite, His plan is to destroy the biblical Hebrew Israelite. That's his plan. This is the book of Mark 13 and 20. And it says, and except that the Lord had shortened those days, no flesh should be saved. Because their plan is to kill, right? Their plan is to depopulate the earth. Their plan is to inject you with the RFID chip. That way you won't be able to buy or sell. You won't be able to do nothing. That is why you see them promoting all this robot. That is why you see them talking about they need to do another lockdown to save energy and all these things. There is no oil and all these things. And our people eating it up. But this is biblical prophecy. It has to happen. And we need it to speed up because we need to get out of here. We're sick and tired of this. We're sick and tired of being a slave now. It's our time to rule now. Right? We're tired, we need rest. So all of this, even though we're in the midst of it, and we're going to receive a lot of pain through all of this. But the great thing about it, we have faith in Yahweh Hashem Rashai, and we know that through all of this, at the end of it, we're going to receive rest. We're going to actually receive rest and experience real food, clean water, fresh air. And we're going to also have these so-called white people as our slave for 1,000 years. And we're going to bring it to them just like what they did to us. We're going to double it up. We're going to put that chain around them neck and whip them. You understand? So it says, and except that the Lord had shortened those days, no flesh should be saved, but for the elect's sake, right, whom he had chosen, he has shortened the days. So Yahweh Hashem Yeshai shortened the days for the elect's sake. The 144,000 man. Right? Because if Yahweh Hashem Yeshai don't shorten these days right now, these so-called white people would delete every single body off of the earth, including himself, because him agenda, he have a godlike agenda. He's trying to be like Yahweh, and that's impossible. And as I can clearly see, his plan not working, because why you have real people? Why you want to create human robot to teach? Why you want to create? So you want to make the whole entire earth digital and everything robotic. You don't want you don't want nothing real, not even real. This Edomite so wicked. Him cut down the tree, him cut down a real tree and put up a fake one. You understand? That's the mindset of these so-called scum of the earth, these so-called white people. He cut down a real tree and give you a fake one. Just imagine. These people, right? These people will create will create a egg, right? They'll create a fake egg and want to put a real baby inside it, or create They want to create them own human being. This is how mad, how sick these so-called white people who we live, we actually have to be around. We live around these people. These people rule the earth right now. You would never receive peace with these people still on this earth. You will never receive it, and that is why you have to pray to Yahweh Hashem Yerashai to get these people off the earth so we can get some rest. Because remember right now in the book of Micah 2 and 10, this is not our rest. So that is why we're suffering through all of this, because we sin against Yahweh Hashem Yerashai, and that is why you can't trust these people, because all them do is lie to you, right? Because the scripture tell you as well, never trust your enemy. These people are our enemy. They're speaking smooth words in your ears, right? That's in the book of, let me get it and show you, because scripture tell you, never trust your enemy, man. These people are liars. They're not going to give you no rest. No rest. All these people do is lie to you. Just lie. Every single day they get up and lie. That's why you can't trust them. Cause right now they're lying to you. Ecclesiasticus. Never trust the enemy, man. These people are liars. Never trust thy enemy. These people. This is Ecclesiasticus. It says, Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. It says, never trust thy enemy. Who is our enemy? Our number one enemy is the so-called white people. That's our number one enemy. Right? It says, for like as iron rusted. If you know iron is something where it rusts. And once it starts rust, you can't stop it. It doesn't matter how much anti-rust you apply. It doesn't matter how much paint you put on it. It doesn't matter how much protection or where you put it. You can put it in water, it's going to rust. You can put it in dry place in the sun, in the direct sun, it's still going to rust. And that is the so-called white people. They cannot change, because Yahweh Hashem Yerashai never designed them to be a righteous person, a righteous human being. Him design them to be the wicked. All they do, they lie, they steal, and them delete. That's all them do. So it says, so is wickedness, right? Is wickedness only get worse and worse. And that is why That is why you cannot trust them when they talk about either you being safe and them doing it for their children to keep the children safe and all type of shit. These people are mad, and that is why we need Yahweh Hashem Rashai to come quickly. So hopefully this lesson was edifying. All praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.